What's up, guys? How we doing? How we doing? Surprise, you get a second video today. I don't usually like doing two videos in one day because I like to let my video, breathe a little bit. But the penguin video was supposed to be posted yesterday, so I just wanted to talk about my day and work. Man, we did it. We came up with Wi-Fi money last second, and I can't believe it. We did it. I just can't believe it, and even was able to get vape juice, and we're in a good position now somehow, and I can't believe it, and I don't think I would be able to stay sane if it weren't for being able to make these videos, and I just appreciate y'all more than you'll ever know. When I first started making videos, I knew there were millions of people that made videos. And I posted my first one, and it got 10 views. And while most people probably would have seen that and been like, damn, it only got 10 views, I looked at it and was like, holy shit, that got 10 views. Like, 10 people clicked on this person that they'd never heard of and listened, and it was just the Deadpool and Wolverine, review or whatever. But that's how I looked at it. It was like, holy shit, I can't believe 10 people actually tuned in. And that's how I kept looking at making videos, because I genuinely did not expect not a single soul to click on my shit, because there's just so many people that make videos. And throughout the last 6 months, I've just tried to recognize what areas I'm good at, what areas I'm not, where I need to shut up or where I need to kind of back off a little bit. And you guys have kind of helped me not only see people in a different light, but how to, accept differing perspectives and ideas. And I feel like I've learned a lot from you guys, and I hope that I do the same for you. I hope that some of these videos inspire you guys, and I'm really stressed out. My stomach really, really, really hurts, and March will mark getting through the winter, and I can't believe we did it. And I don't know. I'm just happy that I have you guys to vent to whenever I get home at the end of the day, And I'm probably just gonna title this Jeremy's Ramblins and make it a series, because I'm tired of trying to come up with a different name every day when the videos like this of me just talking. That's what it is. It's me just yapping. So I might as well just call it Jeremy Ramblins and make it a series. And, it was a great day. I say great, but very annoying. We made good money today. But Instacart was very, very frustrating. I did an Instacart order that was a really good order, and the app would not work in the store. It just would not scan anything, and it was making me enter everything manually, which is so dumb, man, that $1 billion corporation whose only job is to have a goddamn app that runs and scans things will not work. So it took way longer shopping than it should have, because I had to input all these items manually, and then I get to the customer's house, I have full service, full bars, and then the app just glitches out. And I had to get alcohol during this order, so I have to scan the customer's ID. How convenient that the app decided to glitch out now that I'm at the customer. I'm sure that won't annoy them and take up their time. Hopefully they're polite about it and don't fuck with my tip due to the app's ignorance, but whatever. And I had to sit there for 10 minutes waiting for the app to load. And then finally it did, and I got to scan this guy's ID. And Had another order that was a batch. One was picking up from the pharmacy, which is something that I can't believe that we do. I just can't believe we're allowed to pick up people's medicines, you know? Like I've seen too many thefts to think that that's a good idea, you know? But whatever. And I had that and a Papa John's pickup. And I try messaging every customer. You know, every time I pick up an Uber Eats order, I always text, "Hey, I just got the goods. I'll be there in X amount of minutes." And I tried texting the first customer because he tipped a lot. So the first customer was the biggest priority because he tipped so much money. And Uber would not let me text it. I shit you not. I went to text him, push send, and then the app glitched. I had to reboot it. Went back, push send, app glitched. Had to reboot it. Did it a third time, and the app glitched, and I had to reboot it. And then so now I'm at Papa John's picking up the pizza, picked it up, and now it wants me to deliver to the second guy first. And now I'm finally able to text the first customer. These companies could not give a shit less about their customers, man. And it's amazing. They take all the credit whenever you do a good job. And who's the first one they blame whenever they look bad? They're fucking terrible. I hate working for these people. I'm getting to a point where I don't care that it pays the bills. I fucking hate these companies and how they treat customers and shit. You're telling me that the customer that tipped a fuck ton is going to be delivered to last, and that you gave me a cheap customer's order to go and pick up and drop off first, and I'm not even fucking allowed to text the customer that? I'm not even allowed to text him, say, "Hey, I have to pick up another order. I'll be there in X amount of minutes." Oh, no. We're Uber. We care. We care about customer service here. Now, if that customer would have gotten impatient, and I wouldn't have blamed them for getting impatient and then taken that out of my tip because I didn't communicate with them, I would understand that. And whose fucking fault would that be? I hate this company so much. You guys are billion-dollar corporations that have one job, and it's to make a functioning app, and you can't even do that. Lick my taint, Dara. Jesus Christ. Are you hiring on the upper end? Because I can suck at writing code too, brother. Like, it is like, I'm sorry. I know these might sound like minor annoyances, but like, when you're in a rush, and most of your income is reliant on customers' tips, and making tips is being good at customer service and communicating with your customers at all times and everything, and the app is directly interfering with you being able to contact the customer, get a hold of them, let them know the situation, that is just ridiculous. You know, like the first guy, right? I had to hold him up for 10 minutes because the app fucked up. And he had to wait quite a bit on a order that was an easy shop. Could have gotten it done in 10 minutes, but it took 30 because of the app. And then I get there, and then I gotta keep him for 10 minutes. So I wouldn't blame him if he tipped me less. But whose fault is it, actually? Well, the billion-dollar corporation that can't fucking scan anything. And then same thing with the Uber. If the customer that tipped a lot decided to tip less because it took forever to get them their goods, and I was unable to communicate with them why it took so long, I wouldn't blame them for that either. But whose fault is that? Uber. I'm an independent contractor, my fucking ass. I can't. I'm supposed to be excited because it's March and business is about to pick up, but I'm not. I'm not at all. I'm not excited to get out there and do Uber. And my last customers today were so irritating. I got a lecture for getting the COVID vaccine. So we started off normal conversation, and they were talking about how they got COVID 3 weeks ago, and how dude went to the hospital and almost died. And I was talking about how the first time I got COVID, it decimated me for a month, and my lungs suck to this day because of it. And he was saying the same thing, that he's got lasting effects from it. And I'm like, yeah. So I ended up getting the vaccine. And then in the same breath, I watched this dude go from saying, yeah, I almost died because of COVID, to, oh, I don't trust that shit. I don't like that. I don't believe in vaccines. You still get it. Why? Politics and science do not mix. Get a vaccine or don't. But at least understand what the fuck you're talking about. Okay? Don't get on to me for getting a vaccine because you're too stupid to understand what a vaccine is. It doesn't keep you from getting sick. It doesn't keep you from getting the virus. It's supposed to lessen the symptoms. That's what it's supposed to do. So next time I get COVID, I'm not in bed for 3 weeks. That's the general idea. I love how everybody has a problem with the COVID vaccine, but you don't have a problem getting the polio vaccine or the hepatitis B vaccine or a tetanus shot, or should I keep going? To sit here and get ridiculed for getting a fucking COVID vaccine is ridiculous. Yeah, I waited until they had I didn't immediately get one because I was like, dude, I don't want to get a vaccine and then get a booster and then get a booster and then do this and then I'm just going to wait until they get an all-in-one. How are you in one sentence going to say, yeah, I got COVID, it was the real deal, it almost killed me, and then in the next sentence go, I'm not getting the vaccine though? What do you think's going to happen next time you get it? Yeah, theoretically, you would have antibodies now, so maybe you'll get less sick, but that's not what happened with me. I've gotten COVID 3 times, and each time was just as fucking horrible, except for the last one. Omicron wasn't that bad. I got every strain. But Omicron wasn't as bad, but the second time I got COVID, again, got decimated. And, sure, you know, you can keep catching COVID until your body builds up antibodies, but if the symptoms are affecting you to the point that you still have lasting effects from it, why would you not consider getting the vaccine? I know doctors that are scared to get the vaccine. No, you don't. You know doctors whose political agenda are getting in the way of them getting a vaccine because they're fucking stupid and probably shouldn't be doctors. I don't care if you get the vaccine or not. Don't get on to other people for doing so, and don't get on to other people for not doing so. Understood? That's not any of your business, and to sit here and be shamed for getting a vaccine because you're too dumb to understand antibodies and pathology is fucking amazing. Reminds me of the goddamn customer I had that tried telling me that it's impossible for a baby to get COVID back in 2021, and a week later I got COVID and so did my baby, Mr. I hide behind irresponsible facts that are not correct whatsoever. I just read it on Facebook, so it must be true. So now I preach it to my servers and act like I know what the fuck I'm talking about, when really, I just want to push my political agenda onto you that isn't backed up by science at fucking all. Shut the fuck up, man. You sound stupid, you look stupid, and I swear to fucking God, if I see one more comment, you got the vaccine but still got sick, that's not what vaccines do. I don't give a fuck what your political affiliation is, man. I don't even know. I don't know what to say. The science. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if you're on the right or the left. You can't argue with the science, okay? Right? You just look dumb, especially when the first thing out of your mouth is, oh, you still got it? Looks like the vaccine didn't do its job. That's not what vaccines do. You fucking imbecile. God damn. You can still catch polio after getting the fucking polio vaccine. Do you not understand how vaccines work? I don't give a shit if you get it or not. I really don't. I decided to get it because I got COVID 3 times. I have lasting effects from it. You see how red in the face I get whenever I say a full sentence. So I decided for me personally, it couldn't hurt to get the goddamn vaccine. And hopefully next time I get COVID, it won't hit me as hard. Maybe it will. Who fucking knows? But I am not going to sit here and be treated like I'm stupid for getting it and that doctors are too scared to get it by some fucking hillbilly that is too dumb to understand that next time he gets it, he very well could die, and that could be because of his stubbornness to not get a vaccine because of his political agenda. Go ahead. Darwinism. I don't give a fuck. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Anti-vaxxers, vaxxers, I don't give a fuck what side of the spectrum you are on. Just leave the other person alone. The only reason I'm going at this person is because he came at me. Like he really sat here and tried to shame me for vaccinating myself and vaccinating my child. And that was my last customer, and I decided to call it. Because it was like, dude, between these fucking apps being shitty and between the customers, I can't barely breathe right now. I'm 28 years old and I can't fucking breathe. Thank you, COVID, but I'm stupid for getting a vaccine in hopes that maybe next time it won't decimate my lungs as bad because but I'm wrong for that because you're too dumb to understand what antibodies are. Yeah, well, maybe at this point, since I've caught it 3 times, the vaccine was useless. But I do wish that I did get it originally. Yeah, because then maybe, just maybe, I wouldn't have gotten so sick the first time that I got it. I'm supposed to be the one that doesn't get sick from the shit, right? I'm young. I got a strong immune system. It's impossible for my baby to get it. Yet, when me, my baby, and my ex-wife got it, I end up getting the sickest. I had no vaccine. My ex-wife got vaccinated when she was pregnant, and so that means the baby somewhat has it, and they barely got sick, and I got fucking decimated. So, fucking imbeciles. You just sit here and say factually incorrect shit. I don't get it. Why? Why? I don't care what your politics are. Stop saying factually incorrect shit just to fit your political fucking agenda. Politics and science do not mix. I don't give a shit if you're far on the right and being an anti-vaxxer. I guarantee you still got your fucking kid the polio vaccine and all these other ones, but this one's weird for you. I get that it's new and that I get it. There's always a risk that you could get fucked up from it. There's always a risk that, yes, vaccines could hurt you. That I ain't trying to minimize that. That's real. It's a very real thing. But Jesus Christ, just to see, I don't know, man. That this is coming from the same group of people that literally would cough on you for wearing a fucking mask. So I'm sorry. I didn't mean to turn this into a political shit, but it's just like, dude, like, why? I'm just giving you a ride to a restaurant and doing my job. Why are you at me right now? We were talking about COVID and how it decimated both of us, and I talked about how I got the vaccine, so hopefully next time it doesn't fucking affect me as bad, but at this point it probably doesn't matter because my body built up antibodies anyway, but whatever. And then I got a goddamn lecture about it from a guy who almost died from COVID a month ago. Okay. All right. That makes a lot of sense. I go out and I get treated like shit all goddamn day. And I see how awful people are, how awful they drive, how backwards they fucking are with their pro-life stickers as they cut you off in traffic or refuse to let you fucking merge. I had a dude in a GMC truck do that today. Refused to let me merge, specifically sped up so I couldn't. So I had to slam on my brakes and get behind him because his tiny little dick couldn't handle me merging in between him. And then, yeah, you got a little pro-life sticker because you care about human lives, you big boy, you. Is that what you tell your wife as you beat the living shit out of her and take out that aggression on her? Because I do not get it. Right after he did that to me, you know what I did? I let somebody over. He needed to get over 2 lanes to get to his exit, and I let him do that because why not? I don't get off on just ruining somebody's day and making somebody's day harder and then turn around and claim that I'm something that I'm not. And I watch it every fucking day. And every time I decide to post about it, I get a ratio of fucking dislikes because I have the gall to sit here and call out the hypocrisies of you fucking idiots out here that sit here and talk about one thing, spew this bullshit, but don't back it up with your fucking actions. I mean, my God. I talked about my racist upbringing and how my mom and her fucking racist-ass boyfriends drilled bigoted shit down my throat, and that got disliked. Oh, you were abused as a kid and told that if you mix your genes with a black person, that's like a cardinal sin and the worst thing you could ever do? Wow, how dare you talk about that? That makes conservatives look bad. And instead of getting mad at the extremists that make conservatives look bad, I'm going to get mad at you for pointing it out. Because I have the fucking brain cell of a goddamn result of 5 generations of inbreeding. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't care. Whatever. I hate living here. I need to get the fuck out of here. I don't really give a fuck where I go. I'm tired of being in a deep red state where I give somebody a ride who is too broke to drive just to get a lecture about getting vaccinated. I didn't get, I mean, what? Fucking COVID, it's been 5 years. I waited 5 years to get the vaccine, just decided that that was the best thing for me. And you should do the same. If you think that the vaccine isn't right for you, don't get it. If you think it is, get it. But what you don't do is go around lecturing people for getting it or not getting it. I'm just making fun of this asshole because he's trying to factually say that even doctors don't like the vaccine. And that's not true at all. That's just him having fucking redneck hillbilly inbred friends that I somehow became doctors, I guess, which is nice. And, no, you know what? Fuck that. I bet he was lying. I bet he didn't even know a doctor, because if you're a doctor, why would you be scared of getting the vaccine? What the fuck ever. So yeah, whatever. I went on this political rant. Might lose some of you, but how dare I speak about my feelings on being fucking ridiculed for getting vaccinated? Anytime I talk about anything controversial, is fucking, no matter how much of a right I have to do so, it always gets downvoted to shit. But yeah, that was my month. I worked every single fucking day. Got fucked by a snowstorm. Got fucked by maintenance. Still came out with bills. I'm just tired of doing this job, man. I hate the company. I hate how the company treats their customers. I hate how they treat me. I hate how customers treat me. I hate how people get in and judge me for having a kid with me instead of seeing it as being strong and doing what I gotta do to survive, because they can't relate because they've never been there, so they just get in and they act like the judgiest prick ever. Like I'm a terrible parent for bringing her with me as if I have a fucking choice. But they got no problem and never seem to ask where the fuck the mom is, but bye.